The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. In the days of Herod, king of Judea, there was a priest named Zachariah of the priestly division of Abijah, and his wife was from the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. Both were righteous in the eyes of God, observing all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord blamelessly. But they had no child, because Elizabeth was barren, and both were advanced in years. Once, when he was serving as priest in his division's turn before God, according to the practice of the priestly service, he was chosen by lot to enter the sanctuary of the Lord to burn incense. Then, when the whole assembly of the people were praying outside at the hour of the incense offering, the angel of the Lord appeared to him, standing at the right of the altar of incense. Zachariah was troubled by what he saw, and fear came upon him. But the angel said to him, "Do not be afraid, Zachariah, because your prayer has been heard. Your wife Elizabeth will bear you a son, and you shall call his name John. And you will have joy and gladness, and many will rejoice at his birth, for he will be great in the sight of the Lord. He will drink neither wine nor strong drink. He will be filled with the Holy Spirit, even from his mother's womb. And he will turn many of the children of Israel to the Lord their God. He will go before him in the spirit and power of Elijah, to turn the hearts of fathers towards children, and the disobedient to the understanding of the righteous, to prepare a people fit for the Lord." Then Zachariah said to the angel, "How shall I know this? For I am an old man, and my wife is advanced in years." And the angel said to him in reply, "I am Gabriel, who stand before God. I was sent to speak to you and to announce to you this good news. But now you will be speechless and unable to talk until the day these things take place, because you did not believe my words, which will be fulfilled at their proper time." Meanwhile, the people were waiting for Zachariah and were amazed that he stayed so long in the sanctuary. But when he came out, he was unable to speak to them, and they realized that he had seen a vision in the sanctuary. He was gesturing to them, but remained mute. Then, when his days of ministry were completed, he went home. After this time, his wife Elizabeth conceived, and she went into seclusion for 5 months, saying, "So has the Lord done for me at a time when he has seen fit to take away my disgrace before others." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Zachariah is told by the angel what's going to happen, and he still doubts. We can understand it's harder to believe things that seem impossible. For example, if you got a cold and a prophet came and said to you, "You will recover," you could think, well, I can believe that. It's possible. You know, people get a cold and they either recover or they die. So it's one of the possibilities. But to tell a barren couple, well advanced in years, you are to conceive and have a son and name him John, etc. This becomes, is this possible? So Zachariah's doubt has a certain foundation in what is normal for human beings. But as a priest, as an Israelite, he has less good grounds to stand on, because he knows the story of Abraham and Sarah, how Abraham was 100 years old and Sarah was 90, when finally they conceived the child of promise, Isaac. So much so that Sarah laughed at the suggestion, it wasn't a suggestion, when the angel, or the Lord himself rather, told Abraham, "Your wife will hold a son in her arms when I come round here next year." And Sarah denied this, that she had laughed. But later, they named the child Laughter, Yitzhak. Zachariah has less good grounds for doubt, therefore. But we should not be in a rush to condemn him. We've seen the difference between Zacharias' response to Gabriel and Our Lady's. She says, "Be it done unto me according to your word," whereas Gabriel has to say, "You will be dumb until my words are fulfilled at their proper time. You will be struck dumb." Do we have this kind of faith? Quite often, we are tempted, I think, to ask for what is possible rather than for what seems impossible. But God is the giver of every good gift. Jesus tells us time and again, if you don't ask, we won't get. And also to ask and act, believe that we have already received it, to behave in such a way. I can tell you in Medjugorje, with the miracles that I've seen here, all of them involved people who believed. And usually they were the simpler sort. They had a simpler faith, like children. Children, if you tell a child Santa's going to bring you such and such for Christmas, they'll believe you. It's not hard for them to believe that. And Santa does, St. Nicholas does, through you maybe, or through someone else, or maybe directly, give them these gifts. That is not hard to believe, not when you have faith. What do you really want? The thing that you are most praying for, the thing deep in your heart, if it's for a decent job, if it's for the cure of someone who's dying, if it's for the conversion of your family, God knows this. Do ask, keep asking with faith, because God desires that we should ask Him. God desires that we should desire it. And this we already know at the human level. Human beings are like this. I'll give you 2 examples. Number 1, if any of you are ever tempted to publish a little book, a booklet, my advice to you is don't, because it'll never work. Because little booklets, people will take them and they will get lost, and they'll forget, and it'll never be republished. But if you write a book, that's assuming that you have something worth saying. People hang on to books. They can't be easily lost. And later, they will probably ask for it to be republished. Another example, taken from Medjugorje, when you hand people things out for free, they don't appreciate it. They don't. I'm not blaming anyone, but this is how human beings are. So in the old days, by which I mean more than a year ago, when we were giving out blessed oils and incense and things for free, people took them, left them all over the place, left them in the church, threw them away. They didn't appreciate them because they got them for free. When they have to pay for it, then they'll look after it. This is just the way human beings are. Just like, if it's everybody's responsibility to clean the toilet, it means it'll be a filthy toilet. No one will ever touch it, except for me and Julie. No one else will go and clean it. Okay. Now, because human beings are like this, we need to really want what we are asking of God. And then, usually that is when He is most pleased to give us these things. Not that we know the mind of God, but what we do know is that whatever He gives us, He is giving us what we truly long for in the gift that we are asking for. I hope you understand what I mean there. What is it that you mean when you say, I want my wife to be cured of her terminal cancer? What is it you mean when you say, I want my children to come back to their faith? In the end, you're saying, I want them to be happy with God. I want me to be happy with them, with God. And this is at the heart of most of our prayers. Long for these things, but do ask for what you want. Otherwise, we won't get them. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.